Right, I think we're live. So welcome to Office Hours Live, and this is our weekly show where we help you, the Zenler members, the people using this wonderful platform, to make the very best of it. And we're here to answer your questions. So as always, I have David and Rakesh here with myself. So morning, guys.
Hiya.
Morning, everyone.
Now, if you're new to the group, if you're new to the Facebook group, or indeed new to Zenler, then welcome. It's a very active group, and it's a group full of resources. And as I've mentioned, we do this show every week. We rotate the times that we run our Office Hours Live. So today we're based in the UK. So today we're at 10 a.m. in the UK. Next week we will be at 9 p.m. in the UK. And the reason we do that is because we have a global audience. So we try to capture as many people live as we possibly can. And we've found over the past 4 or 5 months, that's the formula that works best for most people. So if you can join us live, it's brilliant. If you're on the replay, you can still interact and join in with us. If you've got any questions at all, please do type them in. And if we can answer them live, if they're easy enough for us to answer, then we will. If they're more complicated, we'll take it outside the live and always answer either privately or on the thread itself. If you're watching the replay, hashtag replay is what you need to put in and let us know where you're watching from. So as always, I will, throughout the course of this office hours, I take you through a few different things that you need to be aware of. So it's helping really you understand and navigate around. But we always start off our show the very same way, and that's by handing over to Rakesh. And Rakesh will go through the changelog, where he'll talk about the latest and the greatest updates within the new Zenler platform. So Rakesh, over to you, please.
Cool. Thanks, Kevin. Yeah, so we'll always start off the show by by going through the changelog, all the changes that we ship over the past week. We always go through that to show you guys what we have been up to the last week. So just going to share my screen. So if you have any questions that you want to ask, any burning questions, this is the time to ask. We'll try our best to answer the way we can. Cool. I just shared my screen. Do you guys see my screen?
Yep.
Cool. Yeah. So bit.ly/new Zenler changelog. I'm going to add the link to that later on. So you can access all the updates that we ship. Weekly here, and we ship more regular updates than probably any other platform out there. We ship regularly, quite a lot of features, quite a lot of, we address a lot of annoyances that you guys have regularly. So the big thing that we added last week was we recently added a lot of new themes for the live classes and live interactive webinars, and also we added page editor support. But then you guys wanted to bring back the old simple themes back, because you have all these fancy new themes, but then it was difficult to, once you customize it, there was no way to save these templates, these pages back. And there was no easy way to create, like if you want to just go live, it created all these fancy pages, and then you had to go and edit every single of these pages. And now we have addressed this. We have listened to whatever you guys wanted, and now we have the ability to quite simply, with few clicks, with one click you can clone a live class or live interactive webinar. So it automatically clones your entire live sessions. It clones your pages. It's mainly for pages. It doesn't clone the students. So it doesn't clone the registrants. So just a point to note. And also we have brought back simple themes so that you don't need to do, you don't need to go and edit all the 4 or 5 pages of the webinar. Let me just quickly show you that. So if you go to live classes or live webinars, I'm just going to webinars for now. If you're going to create a new one, so going to create test, whatever. And when you select this next, and you can see that. So earlier we had only 3 of them here. So we have added a new one. This is a default one, and it's going to automatically pick that up. If you don't do anything, just click finish. It's going to automatically pick them up. So you can see that it's very, very simple template. It shows. So this page requires very less editing. It almost requires no editing. So you can just go live. And if you don't add an image, it automatically comes up with a default image so that you don't have to change. So all the pages are here. And again, we have the waiting page and the replay page. And the point to note about the replay pages, I think, Kevin, a lot of people have asked this question, how do we delete this replay page? You really don't need to delete the replay page. This is there for you if you want to use it. If you don't want to use it, don't send the link to the replay page. That's as simple as that. That is live webinars. And similarly, we got exact same thing for live classes. When you create a live class, test class, again, you have the option, the default template, default theme. We have brought back the old theme. So you have a very, very simple theme that you don't need to do. You don't need to even, open up in page editor and edit. So it's with few clicks, you can go live to your students or your to the web or for the webinar. And another thing that a lot of EU users wanted is they wanted the ability to be able to collect the VAT ID even if they don't have UVAT setting turned on. So here, even if you earlier this VAT ID setting collection was inside this inside enable UVAT. So only when you enable UVAT, you are able to collect the VAT ID. Now we're taken VAT ID setting outside the UVAT. So irrespective of whether you have turned on UVAT or not, you can still collect the VAT ID. So basically, you can run an entire site dedicated to this, so that you can collect even if you have turned off UVAT for that particular site, you can still collect the VAT ID and do accounting based on that. I think let me see any other important stuff, and pretty much I think that's it. There's several small fine tunings that have gone in. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it from changelog side. Kevin, over to you.
Right, wonderful. Thank you, Rakesh. So a couple of good mornings. So good morning to Daisy and to Tracy, and hi to Verity. So good to see you all here. Tracy saying she loves to clone live, but does it clone the automations as well?
Hey Tracy, I'm not entirely sure about that. I think I'll check on that. I think it should clone the automations as well, but it's something that I'll get back on that.
Okay, perfect. So within New Zenler, there's a couple of things that you do need to remember. When you join the group, you'll see at the top of the Facebook group, we have the announcement section. And in the announcement section, there's lots of really cool documents in there, and we're updating these all of the time. So it will help you navigate around. A couple of those links that you'll find in that section will be to a couple of external places that you need to go and explore. So the first one is our YouTube channel, and David will give you the link in the chat for that. Now, a lot of the trainings, a lot of the videos that we do go onto YouTube first before they go anywhere else. So quite frequently, they won't be put into the Facebook group. So if you like YouTube, if you want to keep up to date with all of the releases of the Ask Zenlers and all of those things, then YouTube's where you need to be. Go over there and subscribe and get your notifications. I think we're doing quite well on that channel at the moment. I think we're up over 800 subscribers already. So it's really, really good. But make sure you put the notification bell on so you get a notification when a new video is released. We also have our tutorial site. So it's tutorials.newzenler.com. And that's where you'll find the big course, which goes through pretty much everything to do with this platform. There's a couple of other bits and pieces in there that you'll find useful. The quick start guide, and David will show you in a minute a little look around all of that stuff. Now, as New Zenler is growing and you're getting used to the platform, sometimes things don't always work as you probably think that they should work. Now, when this happens and you feel there's a technical issue going on that you can't overcome, you've looked at the tutorials, you can't find the answer, then the Facebook group is not the place to ask. We have email support, very responsive and very good. And what we would request you to do is to email into support. So it's support@zenler.com. And what will happen is you will get a ticket number come back. So it's an auto-generated ticket number from our support system to say, we've received your request, someone's looking at it. Now that happens within a couple of minutes. It has been pointed out on very rare occasions, people's emails go into our spam box. It's happened a couple of times that I know of. So if you don't get that ticket come back with a support number and it's been 5 or 10 minutes, and you've waited and it's not happened, you've checked your junk file, you've checked your spam file, and it's definitely 100% not there, and it's sent okay, because remember sometimes when we're sending from our phone or anything like that, we may have dropped out of internet connection. So providing we've sent it and we know 100% and we've not received one back, then and only then you can go to the Facebook group and tag the Zenler page and just say, look, I've not received a support ticket back, and we will take it up from there. But I will not expect that to happen frequently, because normally it happens really seamlessly. The Facebook group is there for support. It's there for feedback from your colleagues that are using this platform. If you want ideas and inspiration, that's what it's there for, and for the conversations. So please, and that will get you the fastest answer to your problem, of course. So do remember to do that. Now, now's the time where, as you know, we're really keen to support you all as Zenler users. Support is one of our key things. It's what we really enjoy doing. We like seeing people succeeding, and that's why we've put a lot of time and effort into running office hours every week. It's why we've built the tutorial site up to the depth of knowledge that's in there. So every week we have a slot in our office hours where I ask David to show us around either a certain part of the education area that we provide for free, or what's new that's going on over there. So David, if I can hand over to you and you can take it for the education slot, please.
Yeah, cheers, Kevin. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Right, let's start with the YouTube channel. So guys, if you haven't subscribed already, go to youtube.com/c/Zenler. And sorry, this is the first place to go to see any of the major new feature releases that we put out. So if you're subscribed and you hit the bell, you're going to be notified when we upload a new video into this section. We've got office hours in here, we've got pro interviews, Ask Zenlers are in there, site launch roadmaps. There's lots of things going on in here. So definitely subscribe. We've got 820 subscribers at the moment, so we can do better. So let's move on to the next place where you can go for a bit of information. This is tutorials.newzenler.com. And on the homepage, you're going to find our office hours. So these are always updated, so you know exactly when we are on and broadcasting live to you guys. And also in here, we have the Kevin's Launch Your First Course challenges. So he puts things in here. And you've got the NZ Masterclass bundle. Now, inside this bundle is a lot of courses. So you can sign up once and then you've got access to all of these courses that are in there. So with that in mind, let's jump to the actual page. This is the NZ Masterclass bundle page. And I've received quite a few reviews about the course. So people are loving it. So it's great that you're reviewing it. So if you haven't, review, because it's always a good thing for us to see. And now I want to move up to where I've added some courses, because there's some new stuff going on in here. Right. One is the quick start guide is now done. That's in there. We've got obviously the master course, which is the complete guide to Zenler that goes through loads and loads and every single part of the Zenler platform. But quick start, if you're a beginner, quick start's the place to start. And we've got ninja tricks down here, which is like advanced tricks. If you're not into techie stuff like code and stuff, stay away from that course. We've got the live workshops that we're going to be working on and adding stuff to. There's nothing in there at the moment. And we've got 2 new courses. So I've started the ethical copy a site course layout. Now, what we wanted to do was we wanted to get nice looking sites. Not necessarily done in Zenler, might be done outside of that. And I show you how to create a similar look and feel inside the Zenler platform. So this is quite a cool course here. And I've also just started a hardware software setup and creating course material. So this is all about the hardware. A lot of questions have come out. What hardware do we use to have ourselves on screen and showing the background, and what sort of kit do we use? So this is going to be covering all that side of it. So it's showing you how to get stuff ready to actually put into your Zenler platform itself. So I want to go in and show you the ethical copy a site course with what we're doing. First of all, the first site we're going to look at is Amy Porterfield's site. So all these little blocks, there's lots of stuff going on, and I'm going to show you, it's not finished yet, but I'm going to show you how to create a similar look and feel. So I'm going to jump to the one that's been done inside of Zenler. So here we go. So we've got a similar look and feel about the whole site. And if we go through here, you can see we've got that similar look going through it, and all done inside Zenler. It's really quick to do this stuff, and once you've got all this site set up, you can then copy blocks into other pages. I'll be showing you all of that as well. So underneath the other course that I've got here, which is the hardware software setup, we started this. It's not released, this course. It's in draft mode at the moment, but I'm showing you the setup that I use. So we've got some nice graphics there for you to look at to see exactly how I've got this set up. This is what I'm doing at the moment. This is my setup at the moment. And down here, I've also given you a 3D kind of spin around to see exactly what's going on. So this course is going to be quite exciting because it's got lots of gadget related things and in there. So that's going to be quite a nice one for you guys to see. So I'm still working through the actual ethical copier site and course layouts. That's still being done. So I'm going to be looking for nice pages, maybe chatting to you guys. What do you want to see me do? And they're going to be added to the course as we move forwards. So lots going on. I've also included quite a few. I've done pop-ups and jump links, anchors inside of the complete guide as well. There's 2 new bits gone in there. You'll see that I add new stuff all the time as new features come in. So there's a lot going on. It's definitely worth checking this out. But if you're a complete beginner, start with a quick guide and then work your way through. Okay, Kevin, over to you.
Brilliant. Thanks, David. That's really good. And, you know, Zenler was built for people that are not web designers. The whole purpose of it is to give you an all-in-one platform where you can have, it's primarily a learning management system where you can deliver your courses and your course material, but we're adding extra stuff in. And on my quest to get you blogs within the site, I can tell you that they're on the cusp of being done. I've seen the mock-up of it. I've seen how it's going to look and the functionality behind it, and I'm pretty excited for when that comes out. Now, again, I'm not going to give you a date on this, but if you're sitting there thinking, we talked last week about the price of new Zenler's going up in 5 or 6 weeks' time. For me, adding this function in, which will be before then, makes it a no-brainer on this. It really does make new Zenler a platform that you don't need an external website to promote your courses. So look out for that update. It's going to be in a few weeks, and we'll do an announcement on that when it does come out. But it's the other thing that I want to talk to you about is the pro user interviews. So if you are a pro user, if you've got a site up and running, you're selling courses, you've got some stuff that you're really quite proud of, we do have a section over on our YouTube channel where I do an interview with you, and it gets you some promotion towards your site. It also showcases to other users what's possible within new Zenler, because the 2 people that I've interviewed so far and released, I've got more to edit and then release, are not web designers. They're not people that have employed a VA to do stuff for them or anything like that. They've gone through it themselves, and they've done a pretty spectacular job. And more importantly, they're selling their courses, which is what it's all about. It's being able to do that. So if you are a pro user, you are using Zenler to sell your stuff and you want to be interviewed, then look out for the thread this week that I'm going to put on. And by all means, apply for that. It's a nice experience, but it also gets you on our YouTube channel. So it gets you a little bit more promotion towards what you're doing over there. Now, as always, remember to hashtag replay and let me know where you're watching from. We've got quite a few of you in at the moment, which is great, but I'm going to go back to the chat for now and see. We've had a few more comments come in. So Greg's come in. So welcome to the show, Greg. Really good to see you here. Can you give us an idea? So this is a question, and I don't know which one of you guys is going to pick up on this. Can you give us an idea of when we'll be able to track the Facebook pixel from adverts on the landing page? Because now we cannot track.
Yeah, I'll take that, Kevin. Yeah, so hey, Craig. Yeah, so this has been brought up recently by quite a few users. So currently, we support only page views tracking for Facebook pixels. We do not support custom events. It's not as simple as that. So yeah, so we need to add support for that. So this is on our list, and it is getting prioritized. but I don't have any date for that. So you would need to wait for us to be able to add that when we get around to that. So we need to be able. So what Greg wants is when someone clicks on a button or a link or something, it should fire a custom event to Facebook for retargeting and stuff like that. So yeah, so we don't have that functionality right now. It can only track page views. So the pixels only track page views. So it's not a bug. It's something we need to add support for.
Cool. It's quite interesting talking about Facebook ads, and I was talking to a Facebook ad expert last week, and the retargeting on the Facebook ads is changing this year. Yep. So it is something to keep an eye on as well, just if you are using paid ads, as to how you want to address that. Now, I don't have any definitive, this is exactly what's going to happen, but I do know at some point within the next 6 months, the whole thing is changing on the retargeting. So be aware of that and just keep your eyes open for that. To see what's going to be happening there, because it is going to change the way Facebook ads work for your business.
I think people are going to be given a choice of whether they can be retargeted or not. So the whole thing is going to change.
And that's going to make it probably a bit more difficult if you're getting good results right now. So anyway, but keep your eyes open on it. As I say, I'm not talking in a Facebook ad capacity. I'm just giving you the heads up. Keep your eyes open for the information because it's changing. So where else are we? Tracy said, yes, when they're cloned. Tracy, you're not wasting a question. You're not wasting their time at all. By all means, ask any questions you wish. You're a valued member here in the community. So
I think what so just to confirm, we do support when you clone New Zenler Live, we clone the automations as well. I just checked with support as well.
So that answers that. So that's absolutely brilliant. So Phil's come in and he's blown away by how much is available on the YouTube channel. So he's quite pleased with that. Phil, so good. We'll see our subscriber numbers go up by at least 1 today then, which is brilliant. But there's a lot of information on there, and don't get overwhelmed with the amount of education stuff we put out there. It's there. We cover a lot of stuff because Zenler covers a lot of stuff. That doesn't mean you have to use every piece that's available to you. It doesn't mean you have to watch every single tutorial that's out there. Some of the Ask Zenlers are very specific to specific issues that people are having, and they're looking for workarounds. But you may not need all of them. And remember as well, with the new releases that are coming out, these are for our pro users. So if you're on a paid account, you'll get these added into your account. If you're sitting here thinking, oh, this is really cool, I want to clone these live stuff, but you haven't even got access to the live stuff, it's because you're on a free account. So it's time to start to think, if you want that functionality and you want the future updates and releases coming out, is it time to lock in the price that you'll get the yearly New Zenler for? Because it is going up in 4 to 6 weeks-ish. So where else are we? So we've got, I don't know if we've got any more questions. Greg's is saying, how do we access the e-courses by Greg?
I think I did share the link in.
Rakesh has put a link.
Sent the link to Greg. We've got a question from Christine McElroy, and it's full page template automatically populate with dynamic content, Rakesh.
I don't understand. I really understand. We already populate the dynamic content is already automatically populated, right? So I'm not entirely sure what Christine means there.
I think maybe she's referring to the saving of the custom blocks.
Saving of custom blocks, dynamic. We don't support it yet. It's something on the list. It's just a case of when we can get back to that. At some point of time we'll definitely add that. So we are also going to add share blocks, so we're going to add that soon. So share blocks, again, will only share static blocks. We're going to add saving dynamic blocks and also sharing dynamic blocks as well later. And she also has a question about quiz revamp. Christine, has to happen after the launch. We are kind of locking down stuff, gearing towards a public launch. So we are going to, we have updated the roadmap, if you see. So we're just going to focus on that items, get them out there and fine tune everything that we have. So quiz revamp is a massive thing. So we need like 3-4 months to do that, because we are not going to do a simple revamp. So it's just going to be, full-blown revamp with branching, feedback, and so on. So that has to wait.
So Phil and Verity are excited and happy for the blogs coming through, which is brilliant. Daisy's also quite excited by that. Christine, we've just gone through your question. Nancy's here. So Nancy, welcome to Office Hours Live. Good to see you here as one of our regulars. So she's from Turkey. Greg, don't understand that comment of, okay, thanks, but it is happening, question mark. Blogs, if that's what you're talking about, then yes.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
So, that's all good. Elise, I knew, trying not to be overwhelmed, but really excited. I made my thank you page disappear. Much support, thank you. So sorry, Elsie, that is. Elsie, don't feel overwhelmed. A lot of the stuff that we do is done for you. So when you create your course, it creates your pages and things like that. If you find that something's wrong, there's lots of resources to help you. You can always reach out to the team and we'll help as well. David and I are really responsive in the group. So if you're really struggling, then one of us will jump on for 10 minutes with you just to help you out.
I think, Elsie, it's good for you to go into the masterclass bundle and take the quick start guide. It's specifically designed not to overwhelm you. It just shows you how to create your site and your course, and it's very quick and simple. It's done in under 2 hours. So follow along with that. It'll give you a really good starter for you to springboard yourself into other areas of the training.
Yeah, I think I understand. I think she has clarified, Christine has clarified. So what she means is when you create a course, we take the course summary and then we don't show it back again on the admin. We only show it on the page. Yeah, basically, Christine, we have done it as we intended it to work it that way, so that it just asks you when you create, and because it just asks you like basic information, and then you need to go in and edit. On the page editor, you have the full flexibility to edit it the way you want. So we didn't want to give the entire flexibility on the admin, on the course dashboard. We wanted you to edit it in line on the page editor. That's why we did it that way.
Cool. Okay, and Greg got an answer, a reply about the Facebook ads, so he's quite happy with that. Christine, hopefully we've answered what you need on that. If not, support is there to help and assist you. I think it's time to almost wrap up. We've got no more questions in right now. So if there are more questions and you've got things that you want to ask them, please do put them in the chat and we will always come back to them after the live itself. Remember, we do have the tutorial.newzenler.com site for you to go and subscribe to. It's a free resource for you. There is, as David's mentioned, the quick start guide. So if there's other people in your position where you feel it may be a bit overwhelming, just start there. You don't need to look at the massive course right now. Start with the quick start guide, and that will help you out of the starting blocks. The Launch Your First Course challenge is going to be out as well, so you'll be able to go through that at your own pace, and both of those combined will really help you to start using the platform as a foundation for your learning management system. And remember, we talk about a lot of features. There's a lot of functionality behind the Zenler system, but you don't have to use all of it right now. It's about working out what your objectives are, starting at the beginning, get your foundations right, and then you can build new parts into it as you go along. You don't have to do it all in one go. It's a learning curve, but hopefully an enjoyable and reasonably easy learning curve with the amount of support that you'll get from us. So do check that out, and check out the YouTube channel as well. Both of them, if you're looking for something in particular, will help you search on there. There's even a search within the main course where hopefully it will pick up if you're looking for something specific. So do go off and do that. Watch out for the live builds that we're going to be doing soon as well. So I have nothing else for you all. There's no more questions coming. So guys, David, have you got anything else for this week?
No, I don't think so. I'm going to be adding more. I'm going to finish off the Amy Porterhouse style look, and I'll probably be posting some asking you guys on Facebook what sites you like and what sites you'd like to sort of like have that same feel about. So no, there's lots going on. I'll get back to work.
Cool. Rakesh, anything else from you?
I think yeah, that's pretty much it from my side. Yeah, nothing else.
Perfect. Okay, so all that's left for me to say is I look forward to seeing you next week. Next week we're on rotation, so it's 9 p.m. Which is UK time. So look out for the event. Go and subscribe to it within the Facebook group, and it will remind you when that is. But for now, have an absolutely fantastic week. Look out for Round Wednesday, where you can showcase what you're doing within your Zenler platform as well. So have a good one, and guys, I will see you all next week.
Cool.
See you later.
See you later. Bye.